Welcome to the PulseField Expert channel. In this video, we will learn to use artificial intelligence for creating PowerPoint presentations. We have the ChatGPT website open. We will type in create a PowerPoint presentation showing the best practices for creating a presentation. As we click enter, ChatGPT starts to respond by creating the full point-by-point script for the presentation. Now, ChatGPT generates a detailed script with several points and subpoints, just like the way a PowerPoint script should be. It has a top headline, slide-by-slide subtopic titles, and then points explaining each subtopic. Once the script generation is complete, one can check the script and see if this satisfies the need. If the need is not satisfied, we have the option to regenerate the script by clicking on the Regenerate button. Every time you click the Regenerate button, it will create a somewhat different script. Now we will type, convert this to HTML in the chat prompt. You could actually type anything else meaning the same. Now, ChatGPT has started to convert the English script to HTML code. ChatGPT takes its sweet time to convert our PowerPoint script to HTML. HTML code generation is now complete. Let us now scroll back to the top of the code window and copy the HTML code. We will now open any text editor. In my case, I am using BBEdit, but one can use just any text editor. We will paste the copied HTML code here and save it as an HTML file. I named it presentation.html. Now I open the same HTML file in Microsoft Word. In Microsoft Word, the content appears as perfectly formatted. Here, I change the placeholder for Presentation Creator to PulseField Expert. I will save this document as a Word document on my OneDrive for direct access from the Microsoft Office 365 online. I can now close the desktop version of the Microsoft Word and open Microsoft 365 online. As I save the file on my OneDrive, I should be able to access the file from the Microsoft 365 online. I will now export the Word file to PowerPoint presentation. This function is in the preview mode now and only available on the online version of Office 365. We can expect this function to be present in future versions of Microsoft Word Desktop Edition. Here, I selected a plain theme, because in the next steps, we will try the artificial intelligence-enabled designer built into PowerPoint. It is now exported as a PowerPoint file. I will now open it again in the online Microsoft 365 PowerPoint. We can see that the script that we generated from the ChatGPT is converted into PowerPoint slides nicely. I will now download this PowerPoint file to the desktop and open in the desktop version of the PowerPoint. Now I will switch on the designer and try getting the best possible design that it suggests. We have many design options to choose from. Once we select the first slide's design, we can proceed to the next slide. We can continue to change each slide as per our content. It is a good idea to choose a uniform color and style for all slides. Please notice that the design suggestions are context sensitive. The icons and graphics are aligned to the context of the script. Let me now quickly select some design suggestion for all slides. You can see that the basic color shade for all the slides is now blue. We will now change that to green. To do that, I will open the Design menu, and then under the Colors menu, we can find shades of green theme color. We will select that, and all our document's color theme is now green. Now suppose this icon you want to change. If I click on the icon, we can see a suggested edit icon here. If we click on it, we can see the other possible icons for this place. We can change our icon from these suggestions, or we can click the See All Icons link for selecting any icon. Let us select one icon from these suggestions. The changed icon now has a different color scheme. We can change color scheme from here. Under the Smart Art design, select Change Color and select the right color scheme. Now the color scheme is back to green. I will now create a new slide. This is an empty slide. I want to show you how to create a timeline in PowerPoint with the help of the Designer tool. I will type timeline in the header. In the body, I will type 1st August, Delhi, 6th August, Singapore, 9th August, Tokyo. These are dated events. Now let me open the Designer tool. Wow! The suggestions are real timelines with dates and event location clearly demarcated. This is wonderful. There are many different designs and they are mostly in the form of timelines. Also notice, since we're using a green theme across the presentation, our timeline themes are all in green. This is really useful. Let's see what else we can do. Here we have a large chunk of text about the film Oppenheimer. I have added an instruction on top of the text, summarized in 5 bullet points. I will now open the ChatGPT site and paste the entire text block with the instruction. ChatGPT breaks this into 5 descriptive pointers. I copy that and paste the same in the PowerPoint slide. Now I will open the Designer again and bingo. I have beautiful list with context-sensitive icons. I will select what I like most and keep that. This is really helpful and time-saving. Another excellent use of artificial intelligence in PowerPoint is its ability to create subtitles on the go. Up under the slideshow, tab up on top, you'll see an option for Always Use Subtitles. This option may look a little different on a different version of the Microsoft Office. Once selected the subtitle option, I will click on the Subtitle Settings drop-down. You can select the spoken language. I'll be speaking in English, so I will select English here. And under the subtitle language, you can select any language of your choice. It doesn't necessarily have to be the language that you're speaking in. It's currently set to English, but maybe I want my subtitles to appear in Hindi. I'll select that. You can also select the location of your subtitles. I'll leave it set to below slide. Now I will click on the Play from Start button. This now starts my presentation. Now at the very bottom of my slide, we can see these subtitles appear as I'm speaking. Now I'm speaking in English, but these subtitles are showing up in Hindi, which is a different language from my spoken language. It's pretty awesome how artificial intelligence can detect what I'm saying and then translate in real time into another language. This makes presentations so much more accessible to people throughout the world. I am sure some of these artificial intelligence tricks will help you create a better presentation with the Microsoft PowerPoint faster. I hope you liked this video. For more such super informative videos, subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon. See you in the next one.